Welcome, Pisces. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your September reading. This is going to be a general reading. I can't possibly anticipate a variety of your circumstances. However, if you're interested in a personal reading, the information for that is in the description box below. I am very grateful to be here, and I am grateful for you to be here. I appreciate all the support and love in whatever way you send it to me. And that certainly helps me to stay on my channel and do what I do. So thank you for showing your love. I'm going to pull a card for your general information, Pisces, the Four of Pentacles. This is about you getting grounded. And this does relate to Pluto's last gasp connection with Capricorn in the last few minutes over the next couple of months. By the middle of November, Pluto will move into Aquarius finally for the next 20 years, never to repeat its cycle through Capricorn for another almost 250 years. So, for those of you that have been impacted in whatever way, this impacts all of us, but some of us, it hits our personal planets, the sun, the moon, Mercury, Venus, for instance, our rising signs in a very specific way. And if you have significant planets in Capricorn, you have been impacted by this. This is suggesting that you really cherish the lessons that you have gained over the last 17 or more years. Depending on your age, this can be a lot of the entirety of your coming of age, your early adulthood. For some of you, this can be along your longer journey of life, but you have gained the courage, the resilience, the ability to face your fears in some significant area of your life where you felt limited, you did not feel comfortable, you may have felt oppressed, you may have felt traumatized by things that weren't uncomfortable in your own behavior. This is where you recognize that you often had a significant role to play in any difficulties you encountered. This may have been a time when you experienced the loss of material things or loved ones, your ability to understand how there is no loss in the world. All energy simply transfers to other energy. I know I'm totally botching Einstein's theory of relativity, but that's okay. The idea is nothing goes away. Everything is recycled. So losses become lessons we've learned, ways that we appreciate what we now feel we've lost. And in that way, we memorialize those losses in terms of the values we've learned. That's an example of the way that you are holding on to these lessons. You are using these as your material foundation from which you are building a strong sense of accomplishment, success, abundance, achievement. And this can be the basis of your empire. In early September, I have pulled the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, indeed, this is about legacy building from your foundation. I love it because this shows that you're actually at a place where you realize how fortunate you are. However modest your life is, you recognize that you have an abundance of resources, abundance of support, whatever it is, even particularly if that is not a physical inheritance or a legacy that you're benefiting from, you realize that there is a culture, an ancestry, a family resource, legacy that you have inherited. This can be the values of a culture or an inheritance. This can be the principles of a legacy or a heritage that adheres to your culture, your family. Have I said that often enough? Beautiful part of the 10 of Pentacles, as all tens are about changes, you have recognized the privilege you've enjoyed as one that you can give back to others. That is essentially what legacy is. It isn't necessarily a philanthropy or charity. It's a way that you find to keep generating the abundance, the privilege, the access that you've had, making that available to others. This is the beauty of giving back, recognizing whatever you've gained that you can help others to gain something similar in their lives. In the middle of September, the Nine of Pentacles, you are all about cultivating your own garden, getting your own resources together, pulling your dreams and your achievement together on your own terms, enjoying what you have, how you successfully employ your own resources in order to achieve abundance. The pleasure, not just the comfort that you experience, but the pleasure of that, the sense of standing on your own 2 feet, of being truly independent, as this is often a card that talks about economic independence, financial independence, and beyond the independence is the ability to invest in yourself, to understand that the more that you invest wisely in yourself or in the possibilities of others, the more you have a sense of recycling your abundance, being generous, sharing what you have without destabilizing yourself in any way, without doing with less. I love this card. And in the end of September, we have the Two of Swords. It looks like we have a choice to make. It looks like we have a decision to make that is very difficult for us to make. This decision can be about splitting off your effort into a new direction. This can be a revelation about no longer feeling that you can achieve what you want to achieve on your own. The possibility of moving into a new direction. It feels like a crossroads. Or if you've been working with others, perhaps the choice or the decision is around doing something on your own terms. Whatever the choice is, it feels hard, in part because it isn't easy to do what's right for you. You're talking about your resources from to the extent that I can see here, the way that you survive, the way that you manage your material assets and comfort, uh, your ability to survive comfortably in a secure, stable way. And that isn't something you are inclined to gamble with, from what I can see. Um, but you already know the direction that's right for you. This card is calling on you. Yes, get the information you need to get. Do the due diligence that is required, but ultimately you know what's best for you. And what is difficult is for many of you who are natural caretakers, natural providers, generous with what you have, uh, it is the potential loss of you to other loved ones who you feel depend on you, who you feel need you. It's not that they can't depend on you or you're not going to ever help them again. It's that you're moving off in a direction where what that help looks like is unsure right now. It's unlikely to be against your better angels, more or less, if you're employing your intuition, because if it's right for you, it's right for all those involved. So this is really having a chance to make a decision that could alter the course of your experience, the course of your work, your employment, your profession, the arena you work in, the arena you work for, perhaps taking you in a whole new direction, quite likely leading you to some kind of a leadership position when you have been more or less comfortable on your own. If this reading is resonating for you, Pisces, please like this video, share this with others who might find it useful, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I greatly appreciate all the love that you give me, and I pulled the loneliness card. It reads, I know that I am never alone. And this is kind of another echo of this idea that a decision feels imminent to you. Even if we are administering on behalf of a larger group of people, we are sharing what we have with others in some way. There is a solitariness about this that is being reinforced by your efforts at sharing and generosity, never being alone. What you do is not just for you, it is for others. And this is underscoring that you are here to serve. Pisces, as much as anyone, is very in tune to the connectedness of all things. So even the loneliness that one feels in persevering in establishing this foundation from which a possible empire will arise. The necessity to stand on your own 2 feet, while in many ways taking care of others, is not about aloneness. It's not about being isolated. It's about reinforcing those connections you have with others, even if you're doing it in a solitary fashion. And with the crystal chakra cards, I pulled the solar plexus. Amber is the gemstone associated, one of the gemstones associated with the solar plexus, which has to do with our confidence, our ability to assert ourselves, our self-esteem. And the key word to this card is fearlessness. Turn your warrior into a warrior. I love that. And I'm going to clarify the Ten of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups in the beginning of September and the Four of Wands. Wow, everyone has been getting this Four of Wands. This is really reinforcing your overall energy of the Four of Pentacles. The fours are about foundation, they're about stability and security. And here you are joining with others or another. This card's often associated with the 1111 card, the marriage card, but it can be just as easily associated with positive partnerships, growth enhancing, a way in which you join in with another or others to commit to the learning process, commit to experiencing the building up of something important, the foundation you've already laid into something that allows you not only to grow and expand, but to celebrate that with others and to celebrate that for others. This is about understanding that every experience offers you a lesson, something to learn. And the Queen of Cups is naturally so many of your innate qualities of sensitivity, of heartfulness, of focusing on self-care. I do not know a Pisces that is not about their self-care. And this is a beautiful quality. It's a beautiful quality of self-love that they offer freely to others. It's beautiful to recognize how healing the ability to take care of oneself, to supply one's own needs, is in enriching your life, enriching your availability to others, and recognizing the healing love that you are expressing in that effort. The Nine of Pentacles in the middle of September is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, or the Three of Pentacles, sorry, and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, it looks like you're starting something new. You're initiating something new, that you are growing. It feels like a collaboration because you are joining with others on the basis of your expertise, your strengths, in order to set up something new, begin something, build something together on the basis of collaboration, where everyone contributes from their place of strength or expertise. No one is the author of this building, this creation. You all participate equally in this reach to redo something on better terms. My sense here is that you're making something you already do much better. This may be your practice, your professional practice. It may be the products you use. It may be the products you supply in order to maintain this craft. You are elevating things to a quality of service and excellence that is of value to many people. So you are recognized for this. You may even be celebrated or become known for what it is that you're building in collaboration with others. And the Two of Swords at the end of the month is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles shows that you're a little bit frozen on the decision that you want to make. You may look frozen to others because you're really still in your contemplation. You're really still in your potential planning for how this decision you're making is going to play out. You are looking at the landscape. In addition to gaining information, you're really putting together, you're orchestrating a plan, identifying resources, personnel, whatever it is you're going to need, depending on some of the likely outcomes. The Eight of Cups is about recognizing ultimately that you've learned all you can learn from the environment, the relationships that you have, that you're deeply bonded to. However, you are gaining the courage as we move towards our fearlessness that describes this reach for something of ultimate significance to our lives. This is something that gives meaning and puts flesh on the bones of your purpose. This is an opportunity to achieve something, to gain an opportunity that is going to give significance to your life. This is something that's taking a lot of courage to leave behind what you know loves you, but what has become familiar or routine and is no longer a challenge to you. So you are gaining the courage, you're considering very carefully this opportunity. You're not making this rashly, but this is a calculated risk you're taking here. And I'm going to finish up this reading with a couple more oracle cards. And I pulled Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. I like this. And this really is going back with what I see that you are building towards in terms of a legacy, in terms of service that helps many people gain some of the education resources that you've gained along the way. And also what has flown out is the crown chakra. This is, I don't know why I can't read that. It's a lace agate that's being depicted here. And the key word is divinity. Recognize the divine in the mirror. Of course, the crown chakra is the top chakra. Some people call it the seventh, some people call it the eighth, some people call it the 113th. I'm kind of exaggerating there, but whatever it's called, it represents the ultimate portal to receiving energies, wisdom, and information from other spheres, other intelligences, and the way in which we internalize that through our own internal power source column of light that illuminates us. So, indeed, Pisces, you are in your natural company of the angels. I thank you so much for this beautiful reading as always, and until next time, namaste.